somebody isn't paying attention to the road. I'm going to give some examples of my pet peeve of what irritates me about drivers on the road. Because the person not paying attention could cause one of you all to have an accident. 31 years of experience, I'm not saying I'm the best driver in the world, but I do pay attention to what's going on the road when I'm out there. My three main pet peeves are cell phone users, not using turn signals, and doing extracurricular activities while you're driving. Cell phone users, using the internet while you're driving, browsing, not paying attention to what's going on around you. Using your GPS to find your way. You're paying more attention to the GPS than you are on the road signs on the road. A few weeks ago, my son's girlfriend got in an accident up in Kansas City. She was just sitting at a stoplight, and she's looking in her rearview mirror, and here comes a car right up behind her, going about 30, 35 miles an hour. Rear ends her. Come to find out, the woman was using her GPS. She wasn't looking at the road. Talking on the cell phone. People talk on the cell phone, and you can tell going down the highway because they go about 5 miles under the speed limit. So you end up passing them, and when you pass them, you see they're just talking on the cell phone. Well, you get to pass them. You're going down the road about 4 or 5 minutes, and all of a sudden they're passing you. They fly by you. You look over, they're not on the cell phone anymore. A couple minutes later, they slow down again. They're right back on the cell phone again. You look like you were guilty of it. Texting. When you're texting, you're looking down, you're weaving on and off the road, not paying attention to your speed limit or what you're doing on the road. Now that I've talked about using cell phones, I'm going to talk about not using turn signals. Getting in the correct lane. In Warrensburg, there's an area on McGuire Street, if you're coming from Walmart. It's a left-hand turn lane to get on Highway 50. Well, there's so many people that stay in that left-hand turn lane not wanting to turn on Highway 50, they just zip over real fast to the right-hand lane and cut people off. They slow down abruptly to get over real quick, cut people off, causing them to hit the brakes. They stay in the passing lane and just keep going, so you're ended up having to pass them on the right-hand side. That reminds me of roundabouts. I don't know if anybody's ever been to a roundabout, but it's amazing to me that you get ready to enter a roundabout, you have to yield, but the 10 seconds people are in the roundabout, they forget that they have the right-of-way. They just got on it from yielding, but they forget they have the right-of-way, so they end up stopping and waiting for the person to yield to get on. Drives me crazy. The third thing I'm going to discuss is doing extracurricular activities. A lot of people get coffee in the morning and it's hot. They're paying more attention to the hot coffee, trying not to spill it all over themselves, taking their eyes off the road. Or better yet, going to McDonald's, getting yourself a Happy Meal. You're eating your hamburger, you drop some fries, you're still hungry, and you think of the 3-second rule, so you're grabbing down to get the fries, and you eat them because you're still hungry. Taking your eyes off the road. Going back to road signs and stuff, a couple weeks ago, went to a Mizzou game up in Columbia, and we're driving along the road, and speed limit's 70 miles an hour on Highway 70. Come up over the hill, and everybody's slowed down. Look up ahead, and there's a highway patrol that's on the right-hand lane doing 60 miles an hour, but yet there's 20 cars behind him not wanting to pass. I don't understand. Are you going to get a ticket for doing the speed limit just because you passed the highway patrol? Conclusion. Hopefully everyone is aware to look out for drivers that may cause problems. Pay attention to what happens on the road around you, and it will be a safer place. I've talked about cell phone users, not using your turn signals, doing extracurricular activities. Those are my pet peeves on the road. So before you get your next text message, or you get your next cup of coffee, or don't use your turn signals, ask yourself, how is this going to affect other people on the road?